Okay, hello, we're starting right on time today. Right on time. Oh, fact. And of course there's scuff anyway. Okay, hello everyone. If you are in the Discord, you kind of have, a little preview of what happened this morning. Cause it's been, not a minute late. Yeah, perfectly on time. So, for many that don't know, Tetra and I have a newborn, so, if you have a child of any form and you have to deal with them, they don't really sleep that well all the time. So, so it's been a little tricky for us. We haven't been getting a lot of sleep. From my perspective, you're 7 minutes early. Let's go! So, yeah, we were both a bit tired, and, thankfully, Tetra's dad was like, hey, I don't mind stepping in watching the baby while you guys, get some extra sleep. And we were like, hey, we'll 100% take you up on that offer. We would love some extra sleep, right? So, Lion Dad shows up, I let Tetra sleep a little extra longer, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go take a nap, I have an alarm set, no big deal. He goes, alright, cool, I have the baby, don't worry. And I go, alright, awesome, good night. I take a funky little nap, my alarm goes off, I go, oh, okay, I gotta get up, just give me 5 more minutes. And apparently I conked out for an extra 45. Forgot that funky little number in front. So here I am, I'm waking up, I stretch, and I'm like, dang, that was a good nap. Look at the time, it's 11:15, I'm like, holy fuck, I'm late. So I'm like, okay, I'm so sorry, Lion Dad, I have to go to work. And he's like, yeah, it's totally fine. And I was like, yeah, let me go get Tetra. He's like, oh, the baby's actually sleeping. She's been very fussy. She's not sleeping that much. I'm like, it's fine. We'll figure it out. Not a problem. Everyone's tired in this house. And so I go downstairs to go get Tetra, and I'm like, Tetra, I'm already running late. It's 11:15. And she's like, it's 11:15? I'm like, it's 11:15. And then she's like, okay, I have a really bad headache. I don't feel good. I was like, all right, let me make coffee really quick. Let me go set up, and then I'm gonna start stream. I'll start it up. It'll be fine. And she's like, okay, great. So coffee's made. I didn't even grab a cup. So I might grab a cup before we start, because I have not had any caffeine since 2 in the morning. So, yeah. Put that all up. I go to turn to my computer to go set it up. And my monitor is over the side, being held on by a wire. So I go, oh fuck. Oh, no, I said, oh no, oh fuck. Or what the fuck. And Tetra's like, what's happening? What's happening? Because she's freaking out. She just woke up. She's like, oh my god. Yeah. And we lifted up, and I was like, oh no, it looks fine. It looks fine. And Tetra's like, no. And then she like tilted it, and there's like a giant crack down the side. And I was like, oh no. So we booted up. Yeah, pretty much like, part of the screen, as you look in the picture, that all the way down is just like, it's just messed up. It's cracked. Yeah, so, we have a spare one. It's not great. Yeah, so it'll have to do for now, but everything's messed up on my computer, because now my second monitor is registering as my main monitor, and everything's big, and it's just, everything's blocked. It's not great. Good story time. Glad you made it. Grab your cup of coffee, Cat. Yeah, I'm gonna grab it. You think the cat hit it? I don't know. Both of them. So the way my desk works, there's a window behind it. And the cats walk across my desk, the back of it, to get to the window to look out the window. New monitor on throne. I can't even think at this point. I'm gonna be real. I can't even think at this point. I have the spare one for now. I don't know. I'll talk it over with Tetra. I don't know. So, yeah, that's my morning. I don't know who did it. I'm assuming it's Dawn, because Dawn likes to climb on the computer. And of course, when we set up the spare small one that we have, Dawn was already climbing on it. So, I don't know what to do, because we can't monitor her throughout the entire night. And I can't have her breaking monitors. So, yeah, I don't know. That could be a future year problem. Yeah, I'm just surviving. I didn't even start reaction content. It's already 12 o'clock. I haven't spent any time with my baby yet besides like the 20 minutes this morning that she was awake. So I'm like all over the place. Crackle Dawn to Electric Boogaloo. She has to stop. Like, I don't know if I should lock her in the bathroom during the night, because then she'll have a food bowl in there, she'll have like a kitty litter, and she can't really do much besides knock things off the counter, which is like soap. And all like the cleaning stuff is locked underneath, which should be fine. The worst you can probably do is like attack the toilet paper, which would waste toilet paper, but it wouldn't hurt her. I don't know. But then going to the bathroom in the middle of the night is also going to be rough, because she's going to bolt out the second any of us try to use it. So yeah, woo, okay, this is great. And by great, I mean I'm tired. All right, let me go grab a cup of coffee. I don't think Tetra even grabbed a cup of coffee, but toilet paper's cheaper than monitors. Yeah, but that's assuming that in the middle of the night she doesn't run out, and then we have to chase after her and grab her and put her back in the bathroom. You know what I mean? I'm just walking across really quick. It'll take 2 seconds. I need coffee. And my little pushing cup. I hope you guys can still hear me, otherwise it's gonna sound really stupid. And then BB's probably gonna be down in a few minutes as well, so if you hear the door open, no you don't. I'll probably mute her, but still. Okay. Okay, here we go. Prime coffee, got my almond milk. Got some coffee, I got some water. I'm all set up. I don't think Tetra grabbed coffee, so I might have to grab her a cup of coffee when she gets back down. Or maybe she'll grab it, I don't know. I didn't even put... we don't even have the... There's not even a bed sheet on the bassinet in the living room, so it's not like Tetra can put her down for a second. It's crazy. God needs the coffee. I need the coffee. I need it so bad. The progressively more buffalo muttering is great. That's literally how I feel right now anyway, so it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Sip of coffee. Ugh. God, what would I do without coffee in the morning? Okay, live mode. Here we go. Oh, you like my new transition screen? Shout out to Penn who helped me out. Okay. We'll pause this. We'll get started right away. We're starting with, Raboot Guilliman, which, I definitely know the name, but I don't know anything about. Is this the one that Tetra really likes? Is this the lion guy? Smooth. Oh, this coffee is so good. I would shout out the coffee, except I'm not partnered with them. I'm partnered with an energy drink company, so I can't. But Tetra can. So, but yeah, this is the Guilliman. Yes. Okay, I know the Guilliman. Okay. So Raboot Guilliman, the greatest Primarch. Is he really the greatest, or is it just like he's the Ultramarines guy? Okay. All right. Not the line, but Tetra does like him. Is that why you guys are Guilliman's blueberries? Is that why? So I know the blueberries. I learned what the blueberries are. Yeah, briefly, because their armor's blue, and I was like, oh, he's the main character. What? This is the accountant. No, he isn't the greatest. Why do they lie to us? Okay, so it's 27 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. Yes. Yep. Yes. Okay. All right, let's jump right into it. If it's a little loud or quiet, just let me know. I won't read it out loud, but just be like, yeah, good, bad, or, you know. Lion's the best. Totally biased opinion. He's kind of pro-tag energy. Trazin, the infant, is the main character. Oh, Sag times. All right, here we go.
There are many chapters of Space Marines in the Warhammer 40k galaxy. Each of them is unique in their own way, for better or worse. For better, you have the Blood Raven's heroism in the face of constant treachery and hardship, as well as rampant kleptomania. Or the Lamenter's unflinching resolve in spite of the universe doing its best to step on them at every given opportunity. For worse, you have the Blood Angels, who, while quite noble and cultured, have a tendency to devolve into rage monsters every now and then. Or the Space Wolves in general. The Viking LARPers are worse in every regard, there is no better. But everything needs a default, something to look at and recognize as being the average, the standard metric by which all others are compared to. And as far as Space Marines go, this would be the Ultramarines. Not excelling at anything but good at everything, they're more or less the golden standard of the Adeptus Astartes. This has gotten them the reputation as Mary Sue's, which, to be fair, at least in the older days of Warhammer, was more than well deserved. I would say nowadays that it's waned away, though it will never fully be gone, both due to the past intense favoritism, and because some people are always going to complain that their favorite faction isn't the poster boy of the setting, so obviously the one that is just the worst thing ever. And
Oh, wait, hold on. I want to read that. Bro, what? Slorpnaka? The fuck is that? Is that a real thing? Chapter from White Dwarf, number 287, page 11, paragraph 3 should clearly be on the cover of the... Oh, because he's making fun of the people. Okay, all right, fair. Okay, continue.
that their favorite faction isn't the poster boy of the setting, so obviously the one that is just the worst thing ever. And Mary Sue tendencies aside, all Space Marines come from a source, their Primarch, the father of the Legion. And while the Ultramarines may in many ways be the average Space Marine, the vanilla ice cream of the Adeptus Astartes, I propose that their Primarch is anything but. Roboute Guilliman is my favorite Primarch, and indeed the one I consider to be the greatest of them all. Well, I don't think it's controversial anymore to say that he's become a pretty cool guy, saying he's the best might raise some disagreements. But let me tell you his story, and hopefully you too will see why Robot Guilty Spark truly is the brightest of the Emperor's sons.
Okay, so Tetra likes this character, and so does Pancreas. Sus. So he did say it would raise suspicion, though. It does sound orcish. You think it's orcish? Weird knob slum. It sounds like they're trying to diss us, but I don't know what they're saying.
With the Emperor's foremost son as Lord Commander of the Imperium, a new hope stirred.
Roboute Guilliman is the Primarch of the Ultramarines chapter / Legion of Space Marines, and was the 8th one found by the Emperor of Mankind. Before that, though, it's of importance to note that he was one of the only Primarchs to land on a world that wasn't a complete shithole. Macragge was more or less ancient Rome mixed with ancient Greece with better technology. It even had limited spacefaring capabilities despite the Age of Strife making such things all but impossible for most other worlds. Now, oftentimes it wasn't exactly a nice place to live. They had the attitude of Spartans towards having children. If they're weak, off the cliff they go. If they aren't, it's time for military training at the ripe old age of 6. But
wow, what great options. I love that. Cool. This already sounds phenomenal.
you know, compared to planets like Chemos or Nuceria, I'd take a bit of child soldiering any day of the week. Builds character, as well as grip strength when you have to fight your bunkmate to the death for the last scrap of roast boar. At least the continental crust of the planet was made of cardboard like it was on Vulcan's homeworld. Guilliman was found by Connor Guilliman as a baby, who was an influential ruler and all-around swell guy who pushed towards meritocratic reforms and generally making things nicer for everyone. Unlike any other Primarch, however, he also had a mom. Technically only Connor's seneschal, which is a fancy way of saying secretary in medieval speak, Tarasha Utin would help raise Roboute into the man he would become alongside Connor, and indeed, when faced with problems, Guilliman would frequently think on her advice on how to handle the matter. Must have been one hell of a smarty pants if the son of a god was willing to bow to her advice on matters. As for Connor, however, he was a man trying to push for societal reform in a civilization that was essentially ancient Rome in space. If you aren't sure why that's a bad sign for Connor's future, do some reading on the Gracchus brothers to see how the ancient...
Okay, I was gonna say, what happened, to the Gracchus brothers? The Gracchus brothers, Tiberius and Gaius, introduced a number of populous, agrarian, and landforms in the 130s and 120s BC that were heavily opposed by the patrician Senate. Both brothers were murdered by mob violence after political stalemates. I was thinking of something else, but okay. I have a sneaking suspicion it's not going to be, like rainbows and sunshine and like a happy fairy tale ending. Crazy thought, but that's what I'm thinking.
Romans viewed societal reform. And sure enough, while Roboute was away on campaign against a people known as the Illyrians, because sometimes Games Workshop doesn't even try to hide their historical inspirations, Connor was slain by a treacherous ally who was sick of all this talk of equality, fair governance, and not holding the position of emperor up for the highest bidder. Guilliman lived at least, so that's something. As for Roboute, he had originally planned to murder his father's killer stone dead, and had the chance to do so, but there's a few things you gotta know about the man. One, during his campaign against the Illyrians, Guilliman came to realize that many of them were willing to surrender, and therefore he came to accept that diplomacy was just as valid a tactic as the Doom Guy school of negotiating. Two, Guilliman had always been intelligent. He was given command over the Illyrian campaign at the age of 12, after all, and with his massive brain power, he realized that if he killed Galen, his father's murderer, he would set a precedent for the future, and so he deferred to the Senate for Galen's fate. This shows that Guilliman not only is able to keep control of himself in most situations, most importantly, he's able to look towards the future when he decides upon a course of action. And you'd best believe I'll be coming back to that personality trait later in the video.
So he seems like, excuse me, like he's pretty well brought up, intelligent, kind of took over at 12 years old is insane. Tagline of 40K in the grimdark of the far future. There's only war, so the universe reflects that. GW copies homework a lot. Sus. Crazy times. Roman politics have a history of backstabbing and death. Lots of death. Sneaking suspicion. I feel like, I said it before, but I don't think he's going to make it, Chen. As with the salamanders, 9% of the time he means willing to negotiate with humans. Okay, alright. I mean, he seems like pretty, yeah, quote unquote stable, I was gonna say. He's the most mentally stable Primarch so far.
As for Galen, the Senate decided that he would be ceremonially beheaded on a fancy rock, both another historical allusion to Rome and something that would become standard practice.
Wait, he was gonna behead the person who killed his father? But here's another thing. He knew who killed his father, but nothing was done about it? Or is he like a high political figure, so he couldn't, and now he's planning to do it in a way that's like, haha, whoopsie? Or is he gonna explain it? Well, it's a very low bar. That's what the Senate did. Oh, okay. 12 is real, but like gene-engineered god-human. I mean, yeah, he's got it all together. He's a super genius, too.
Amongst the Ultramarines if they found any traitors in their ranks. Guilliman himself had won the Senate over to his side and pushed his father's dream into fruition, turning Macragge into a realm where you need to earn your place in life, not simply be born into it. When he was found by the Emperor, Guilliman had been ruling for 5 years and Macragge had turned into quite the little empire, having annexed several systems purely through diplomatic means and was on its way to acquiring many more. This would become the basis for the realm of Ultramar as we know it in modern 40k. Once Guilliman was put in command of his Ultramarines, the 13th Legion and the one whose gene seed was derived from none other than himself, he went to work throughout the Great Crusade in a way that no other Primarch managed to equal. Using his brilliant mind, and perhaps most importantly, his willingness to actually talk to people, he achieved the highest number of compliant worlds among all the Primarchs. Though, to be fair, some other Primarchs had more military victories than he did. For all you fans of Primarchs like Leman Russ or Angron, take note, you get a lot more shit done when your first contact protocol is saying hello. It's also possible that upon seeing his immaculate jawline, many planets willingly join the Imperium for no other reason than that.
Immaculate jawline. I was gonna say one of those, like, skibbity terms, but I don't know what it's called, so never mind.
Can't say I blame him. I mean, you could cut diamonds with this man's chin. On the topic of other Primarchs, unlike many of them, he had a damn fine head on his shoulders, though to be fair, he still had his flaws. He ensured that planets he brought to compliance were turned into model worlds for the Imperium, or at the very least that the taxes arrived on time and they had a standing army. That way, things wouldn't just melt the moment the Ultramarines left the system. He wasn't like Angron, where planets would surrender in fear of the World Eaters showing up and then be butchered anyways, nor was he like some of the other loyalist legions such as the Space Wolves, whose barbarity, while at least in part a cultivated appearance, didn't exactly paint the Imperium in the best of lights. He was more than willing to listen to the counsel of others, though at times he was arrogant and thought his way was certainly the best way unless shown otherwise. For instance, Alphegon was not much of a fan of Guilliman due to his dislike of the tactics Omegarius most favored, believing them to be rather dishonorable. To be entirely fair to Guilliman, targeting civilian populations isn't exactly the nicest thing to do, but it did get results as far as the Great Crusade was concerned. And
okay, so first mistake, he's attacking civilizations? Civilians, he said?
It was Corvus Corax who taught him many lessons about
Fuck Horus. Don't we hate Horus? I thought we didn't like Horus.
how irregular tactics and use of understrength units could still carry the day, which was something Guilliman, with his Romanesque mindset of ranked formations and the like, had trouble adapting to. Nevertheless, despite any dislike he may have held for his brother's tactics, he respected all of them for their abilities, even if he felt they weren't
Corvus, not Horus? Oh, fuck. Close enough. My bad. Okay, I take it back. They're cool. They're chill.
something he should incorporate. He even had what he called his dauntless few, brothers he felt that fighting alongside he could win any war there was to fight. They were Leman Russ, Ferrus Manus, Rogel Dorn, and Sanguinius. And with that bit about Corvus being said, while Guilliman may have had trouble coming up with novel ideas, once he found a way to incorporate something into his own tactics, he was going to find every conceivable way to improve and expand upon them. Basically, you can wrong-foot him once, but the next time you try and use the same trick, he's going to put you in the dirt. Corvus even admitted he could never beat Guilliman in simulations from that point forward. He might win a battle, but never the war. While many planets under his jurisdiction were still hellholes even after his restructuring of things, which funnily enough includes Nuceria, I propose there's reasons for this. For instance, in the specific case of Nuceria, I think it's likely he avoided dicking around with it because it was Angron's home, and while Guilliman was technically in charge of it, he probably didn't want to piss off his brother by screwing around with his home planet. Not that
Okay, smart, not messing with his brother, very nice.
Angron probably would have given two shits, but what are you going to do about that? The other reason some planets weren't brought up to snuff 100% was that the Primarchs were required to maintain a certain tempo to their conquests in the Great Crusade, and properly restructuring every planet to turn into a new Macragge likely would have required time Guilliman simply wasn't allowed to have. That's largely just me theory crafting though, so don't take that as the word of God, that's the reason for it. And even beyond not being able to fix every planet up proper, Guilliman still has a few black marks on his record. While he wasn't involved in the destruction of the 11th and 2nd Legions, Guilliman almost certainly benefited from absorbing their numbers into his own, which likely helped him bring as many worlds into the Imperium as he did. He was also one of the Primarchs, the other being Rogel Dorn, who came up with the idea that the memory of what the two missing once did should be removed from the minds of the rest of the Primarchs, showing that if nothing else, Guilliman is above a little bit of Cloak and Dagger 1984 style. His most colossal fuck-up, however, is likely the time he helped the Emperor turn up the heat on the capital of Lorgar's world Monarchia by a few thousand degrees. When the Emperor came down on Lorgar for spreading the word that Biggie was a god, he chose the Ultramarines and Guilliman to help him burn it down. Humiliated and forced to kneel before his creator and his brother, Lorgar would come to resent Guilliman and the Emperor, planting the seeds of the Horus Heresy.
I was gonna say, that's not gonna turn out well later. He's Gigabrain. Empires don't like wholesome reforms generally. Gee, I wonder why. It's crazy. Best to avoid Angron in general, to be honest. Is he supposed to be like, I mean, okay, we did learn about him. He's kind of a little cuckoo bananas, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, that's what I was saying. There's said Horus Heresy at the bottom, and I just like brain activation. I was like, wait a minute, I hate Horus. So that's why. But he mentioned Corvus, so my brain just like automatically turned. Angron is very angry. Very, very angry. Yeah, probably don't want to mess with someone who's like absolutely furious the entire time. Good call.
Guilliman didn't hesitate in the slightest to do what the Emperor asked of him, but privately felt discomfort over it and felt that it had irreparably damaged relations between the two legions. Yeah, I don't think you need to be a genius savant to figure that one out, G-Man. Going forth, we enter the tremendous fun times of the Horus Heresy. In Guilliman's case, he was initially in the dark about Horus's treachery, and when Horus ordered Guilliman to embark on a good old-fashioned orc cleanse alongside the word bearers, he was happy to oblige. He felt it was a good opportunity to begin mending relations between the two legions as well as himself and Lorgar. Unfortunately, it was too little 40 years too late, and Lorgar had become corrupted by chaos by this point. On the planet of Kalth, what was intended to be a casual orc genocide turned into a bloodbath as the word
I'm sorry, did he just say a casual orc genocide? What?
bearers turned on them and began decimating the Ultramarines. Nearly half the Legion was destroyed, and Guilliman himself was vented out into the vacuum of space without a helmet. For most people, this would have understandably guaranteed their death. Guilliman decided
that was going to be my question. Would not automatically kill him. Okay, continue.
That breathable atmosphere was for pussies and began punching word bearers so hard their heads exploded. After that, Corferon stabbed the
What? I didn't hear that correctly. Hold up.
people, this would have understandably guaranteed their death. Guilliman decided that breathable atmosphere was for pussies and began punching word bearers so hard their heads exploded. After that, Corferon stabbed the Primarch with a chaos-corrupted blade, much like Horus was, in order to turn him to the traitor side as well. Guilliman's response was to punch Corferon so hard his heart briefly stopped. The word bearers were driven off as, despite their sudden betrayal, giving Guilliman any amount of time to breathe and form strategy means you've already lost the battle. Things after this don't get any
Punched him so hard his heart stopped. That's crazy.
better for Guilliman, however. Lorgar and Angron raised merry hell in the realm of Ultramar with their forces, and as Guilliman was chasing them around, a blanket of warp storms cut him off from the rest of the galaxy. He decided that if he couldn't confirm the Imperium was still standing, he would act on the assumption that it had fallen and it was up to him to carry on its ideals. Thus, he created the Imperium Secundus, both to carry on the Imperium's torch and to round off the Roman Empire references with his very own Byzantine Empire. Macragge is even the perfect little Constantinople. Of course, what happens here could be a video all on its own, but I'm trying to keep the focus.
Wait, random question, just because the picture, but I'm listening. Is this how actually tall they are compared to like a normal person, or is it just like the depth perception, or is it just like these? They're not like super tall, right? It is technically possible IRL. Yeah, but that's such a crazy like line number. Like, oh yeah, well he just like he punched him so hard his heart stopped. Like while they're in space. Yup, they're huge. Okay, because I saw these guys in the background, and I was like, oh, they kind of seem like, you know, almost, you know, average height. They're like 12 feet tall. Bro, why do I keep taking L's, man? 12 feet tall. Why are they so... I don't... Forget. You know, they're just going to be tall, and I'm just going to be sad about it. Okay.
On Guilliman. So to sum it up, he fought Angron and Lorgar while the former was being turned into a demon by the latter. Conrad Kurz ran wild across Macragge for a while and even reached his adopted mother, who was completely unfazed by his bullshit. The Lion and Sanguinius showed up, they all argued a bit about what to do from this point going forward, and then when Guilliman realized that the Imperium was in fact still a thing and Terra was under siege, he dropped the entire Byzantium Byzantium business and help the Blood Angels so they could reach Terra. While he never participated in the siege himself, he would do his best to head there with utmost speed. Indeed, the Ultramarines and Dark Angels gunning it for Terra to relieve it was part of the reason the siege played out the way it did. After Big E was killed and Horus killed even harder, Guilliman would help things going forward in the Imperium. He of course participated in the Scouring, the driving off of all remaining traitorous Astartes to the Eye of Terror, and Games Workshop's next big project to avoid doing any work on the old world. He also penned the Codex Astartes, which divided all the legions into chapters as we know them now. Not all of his brothers were a fan of this, but eventually he got his way. One day he came into contact with Fulgrim, and as the two fought, Fulgrim nearly cut off his damn head. Fulgrim's sword was also poisoned, because of course it was. Locked away into stasis so that he...
Because of course it was. Causing heads to explode with a punch seems even more wild to me. Okay, true, but they were also in space, so I think if you punch the helmet, and then because in space, and like, then it would explode, because, yeah, space. I don't actually know. I don't know a lot of science, but that's what I would assume. If you ever became a Daemon Prince, you would get taller. Now she'd get smaller and fluffy. Hello? What the ham? Smaller but super fast. Man, space.
Could never truly die. For 10,000 years his body was held in public display Lenin style, and eventually where he lay would become a site of holy pilgrimage. During this time the Imperium would become what we know it as today, the worst place you could ever possibly live. It was rumored that even in stasis as he was slowly but surely healing from his grievous wounds. But even with this, there he lay for millennia, comatose and doing nothing as the Imperium fell apart around him. And then, 10,000 years later, Belisarius Cawl and the Eldar fashioned him a fancy new suit of armor, Yvraine kissed his boo-boo so they would be all better, and he woke up. As he awoke, he realized he had a problem in the form of a horde of Chaos Space Marines surrounding him, quaking in fear and about to do their damnedest to make sure he was killed properly this time. In one corner, we have hundreds of chaotically enhanced super soldiers, blessed by the gods themselves, some of whom have no doubt been fighting for over 10,000 years and may even remember when Guilliman was put in his coffin. In the other corner, we have someone who just woke up from the world's longest power nap, was probably a bit dazed and confused on account of sleeping off the world's most poisonous hangover, and didn't even have a damn weapon in his hand. The Chaos Marines never stood a chance, because apparently when Guilliman was asleep, he did nothing but dream of One Punch Man for 10,000 years straight.
Okay, yeah, not gonna lie, little jealous of the napping time, as someone who's a little sleep deprived lately. And then he just woke up with super strength, more than normal, and is like, I gotta fight things. You know, kind of real for that. I too wake up and want to fight things.
He stood up, assessed the situation, and repeated his stunt on Calth by punching people to death until they eventually stopped showing up. This time he didn't have to contend with the lack of atmosphere, so you can be damn sure he was hitting even harder now that he could actually breathe. To once again speedrun his accomplishments, Fulgrim tried to tempt him into the service of chaos, which, come on man, stop trying to do that to Guilliman, it isn't gonna work. After it failed, Fulgrim said he'd never find satisfaction from anything ever again, which if anything just ensures he's immune to Slaaneshi corruption. Yet another common Fulgrim L. Nurgle tried to tempt him into staying on Ultramar by infecting the realm with a disease that could only be cured by being admitted to Guilliman's presence, but Guilliman saw that in the grand scheme of things, he could save more lives by getting out and doing stuff, so that didn't work either. He
didn't fall for the Nurgle trap. W.
He headed for Terra, but was kidnapped by Cairo's Fateweaver, who bound him in chains made of Guilliman's repressed emotions. Don't think about that too much. Scarbrand decided...
I kind of want to think about it. What do you mean? What do you... By his emotions? What do you mean? He was awoken, surrounded by Ultramarines he did not know? Oh, then I'd be extra angry. Yeah, don't wake me up from my 10,000 year nap. don't wake me up from that.
Decided to try and break Guilliman out so he could kill him himself, because all the Chaos Gods just want to get on the party, apparently. And the Harlequins led Cypher to him to help him break free with his head still attached in exchange for being allowed to see the Big E. He also cut off Scarbrand's head during all of this, which is always a cool thing to see, because Khorne demons can go back to the hell they crawled out of. He reached Terra via the Webway with Eldar help, only for, surprise, Magnus and the Thousand Suns to have followed them, and now it's time for a battle on the surface of the moon. Magnus nearly had him dead to rights, and then the Custodes and Sisters of Silence showed up, and Magnus got shunted back to the warp. He had Cypher arrested once he saw the sword that was on his back, which turned out not to work at all because it's Cypher. The man's more elusive than a politician being asked to give a straight answer. He talked to the Big E, started reading Lorgar's original holy book dedicated to him, and concluded that while Lorgar probably had a few things right, the Emperor is not a god worth worshipping. He immediately began restructuring the Imperium, as he rightly found it to be an incredible shithole. And when the High Lord staged a coup on Terra against him, which as an aside is astoundingly treacherous and moronic, Guilliman put his justice plan skills to the test and counter-couped them and killed everyone, really. That's how that story ends. With
not shocked, that's how the story ends. Not shocked.
With any traitors now dealt with, he launched the Indominus Crusade to keep the Imperium from fully shattering in the wake of the Great Rift. Something I'd really like to emphasize is how Guilliman managed to orchestrate something almost equal in scale to the Great Crusade all by himself in a shorter time span. Goes to show how far up his own ass the Emperor's head is, if you had any doubts about that. The Plague Wars happened, where Mortarion and Nurgle decided they'd quite like to take a chunk of Ultramar for themselves, and Guilliman once again found himself squaring off against a demon Primarch. Mortarion stabbed him with a needle filled with some super disease, the titular godblight of the novel godblight, and it killed Guilliman for real this time. Then the Emperor possessed Guilliman's corpse, told Mortarion that he was an asshole but could still be saved, and lit Nurgle's garden on fire before resurrecting the Blueberry Wonder. You might say that's plot armor to the highest degree. To that, I say that every single demon of chaos, as well as at least a few traitor marines, have the ability to resurrect themselves as well. It's not plot armor, it's evening the score. This is just the first time the Emperor has ever decided to actually get off his psychic ass and do something other than act as the galaxy's biggest lighthouse. As for a few miscellaneous things about him in the 42nd millennium,
yeah, he kind of used a little tee-hee ha-ha on that. Just kind of like, he said he stopped being lazy, but I don't know, it kind of seems like he's kind of putting in a lot of work currently. I don't know.
As I said, he's been reading the Lectitio Divinitatus and coming around to the idea that the Ecclesiarchy and Lorgar may be onto something. Though as I also said, he certainly doesn't think the Emperor is a god worth worshipping given how big of an ass he is. He came to that conclusion after talking to the man, by the way. A space marine that was in his presence was so awed by him that he found he couldn't speak, and as peasants he decided to go down to the workshop and cut out his own tongue. He's been having a hell of a time keeping the Imperium together, and has been more than happy to do things previously unthinkable, such as work with the Eldar and even pay lip service to the Emperor's divinity. He outright told an Imperial priest that he considers the entire Ecclesiarchy the lesser of many, many, many evils, but he's smart enough to know that it's one of the only things keeping the Imperium together. He's also apparently been developing a goddamn harem between Yervain and a rogue traitor who calls him Robu. How cute. Sleeping with him would probably be like trying to fit a semi-truck through a door frame, but you can't blame a girl for shooting her shot now, can ya?
Okay, didn't need to know that, but thank you. Okay. The Alpha Legion killed a certain person that was holding the Emperor's soul fragment. When they killed that person, that soul fragment saved Guilliman the next moment. Okay. Biggie, fine, I'll go save my son. Just calling Biggie lazy, not Guilliman. Okay, my bad. I misheard it. It's my bad.
Now, before we move on, I want to tell you why Roboute Guilliman is the best Primarch out of all of them. Do keep in mind that these are, of course, all my humble opinions, because when you say something is the best, it's always going to be subjective unless you're talking about something purely numbers-based. This next bit will probably be the most serious
Sorry, that's why I like math a lot, because you can't argue math. It is what it is, Lamau.
I've ever been in a video, because sometimes even I can find it in myself to have actual opinions on something without needing to punctuate it with a joke. Roboute Guilliman, for all his faults, all the times he could be cold and distant from others, actually cares about those under him. A quality that at any point in the Imperium is a rarity amongst the top leaders. While his strategic viewing of things means—
Sorry, unrelated is a very sweet moment saying like, oh, he's really nice. But on this little like part here in the armor, it says 13. He's Kingdom Hearts Organization 13. Okay, continue.
He's often detached from those around him. He will never put men to their deaths unless he firmly believes that is the only course of action that will win the day. He cares for those under his command, superhuman warrior or not, and indeed to this day tries to imagine what his foster mother would do in a situation such was the value he could place on the word of mere mortals. He is at heart a good man, even if only by the standards of 40k, and while other Primarchs could also be said to be decent people, few of them put it into practice like Guilliman did. It's one thing to lament you left a planet in shambles, it's another thing to nut up and actually fix the thing. He's also quite possibly the only Primarch capable of even remotely bringing the Imperium back from the brink.
The red font in here is hurting my eyes. Oh god. But yeah, he's an okay dad. I mean, considering the entirety that I've learned from Warhammer 40k so far, he hasn't really done too much that I'm like, wow, that's terrible. Ugh, I hate him. It's kind of just, it's just like you said, it's just vanilla. It's just like, okay, yeah, he's done some not so great things considering, but they are an entire like universe, planets, things of war. So I mean, it's not that bad. It's because the Ultramarines are the 13th Legion. No, it's because they're Organization 13 war boss. Good try though. Good try. I know it's Kingdom Hearts related. It's fine.
War is well and good, and in 40k you need to be capable of doing some fisticuffs to get anywhere in life. But only being good at war is something that only Khornate demons can get away with, and Guilliman is the ultimate statesman bar none. Not even the Emperor himself can compare, in my opinion. You need to keep people fed and supplied. You need to make sure industrial centers are kept up and running. You need to make sure supply chains are kept up and running so the people doing all the fighting can keep doing all the fighting. Guilliman knows all this. He knows this and knows how to optimize it so that everything is actually run well. Places he administers succeed because they actually perform well, not because they have infinite amounts of bodies that throw at the problem and eventually you'll drown the problem out in corpses. Guilliman is perhaps the only Primarch capable of seeing the Imperium from its worst enemy, itself. He's also one of the Primarchs who consider the ideals of the Imperium more important than the Emperor. In fact, he never considered the Emperor his father, only his creator. Quite frankly, he didn't like the Emperor, always holding it against him how he was forced to raise Monarchia to the ground, even if only in private. As far as Rabute cared, his father was Connor Guilliman. But he knew that while it certainly had flaws, the ideal of a united mankind is one to strive for in this mess of a galaxy, and he genuinely believed that he was one of the best suited to do this while commanding the best legion around. You can call it arrogance, but I don't think it came from a place of, I'm better just because I am. He could certainly be arrogant, but he genuinely felt he was the best man for the job in many.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think it's arrogance if he's actually doing a good job. I mean, I guess it'd still be arrogant, but like he kind of did a pretty good job from what I mean. Like it's just kind of like, yeah, okay, I can, all right, not that bad, all right. He's one of the less war crimey Primarchs to be sure. Oh yeah, it's like, oh yeah, he destroyed civilization, but it's like, yeah, okay, that's considering what all the other ones have done that I've learned about so far, it's just not that bad. It's like, I got hit with all, like, the worst things in the world, and it's like, okay, of course they're in a war, so he did some bad things, and it's like, all the Primarchs seem to think they're the best. I mean, that's fair. If you have, like, if you're godlike or, you know, an actual god, it makes sense that they'd be a little arrogant considering, you know, normal people don't have those kind of powers. He understood that the Emperor only viewed the Primarchs as tools and probably would dispose of them when they stopped being useful. Yeah, that checks out. That makes sense.
Cases. And while this won him many enemies amongst his brothers, he rarely if ever held it against them. In fact, Guilliman also possesses a quality almost no one in this godforsaken setting does, the ability to admit when he's wrong. When he was introduced to
See, super humble. Okay, I understand. I wouldn't say he's like my favorite so far, but he doesn't seem like a bad guy, especially considering all like the Warhammer things that I've learned. I'm like, ooh, I don't like this one because they're terrible human beings. Like you can't. I feel like you can't really hate him, but he's just kind of there.
Tactics he never considered or even knew of and was proven why they were effective, he would immediately implement them into his own. You might need to beat it into his head a couple of times, but eventually he will come around. And when shown that what he is doing is objectively wrong, such as when it was revealed that the Imperium Secundus was unnecessary, he immediately cancelled the whole thing and gunned it for Terra with all speed once Sanguinius made it through the traitor blockade around Macragge. Despite his occasional arrogance, he has humility, or at least the common sense to admit when he's wrong. Guilliman also, and this to my knowledge is quite unique amongst the Primarchs, also looks towards the future in a way that goes beyond just trying to make things better in the now. Rather than whine about the past and be blinded by the present, he plans ahead. When Rogaldorn was busy banging his head against a brick wall because Perdorapo politely asked him to, when Leman Russ was busy drowning his sorrows in Space Marine grade alcohol, Guilliman acted knowing that just because the bad guys were gone didn't mean everything was good to go now. While Malcador is responsible for setting up much of the bureaucracy the Imperium has now, it was Guilliman who helped ensure it could run at peak efficiency. And while the Imperium today is an utter waste of lives and resources, it says something about Guilliman's abilities that even after 10,000 years it's still running at all, even if only barely. As for the
I was very distracted by that image. It looked like a goat, so I was very distracted. I think I got some of that. I mean, he was not more... Wait, Linus much more humble and accepting of fault now after recent storylines. I mean, then he was not more than Guilliman. They're about equal now, I think. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I can understand why people like him, though. The Lion and Russ are my favorite, especially when they're together. It's fun to me the way they act. I mean, it seemed pretty... It's just... It's like, it's just not bad. Like I said, the way I could explain it is, as far as everything that I've learned so far, is it's just like, he's okay. He's the goodest boy for Tetra.
Codex Astartes, you can argue that it was a waste of using the Space Marines as a combative force, that they should have been kept together as legions to beat things to death with. That argument has merit, but even if you think he was entirely in the wrong with reorganizing the remaining Marines, you can't deny he was actually thinking ahead when he did so. He was trying to prevent something like the Horus Heresy from ever happening again. He was using his goddamn brain and trying to make things easier for the future. Maybe you think he succeeded, maybe you think he's an idiot, but he did something to prepare for the future, rather than either wallow in the past or stew in the present. And Yeah, I get that it's understandable that the Primarchs weren't thinking ahead like the Oracle of Delphi or some shit. If someone stabbed one of my parents, I probably wouldn't be in the best state of mind either.
True.
But Guilliman did his best to rise above and plan, flawed though his approach might or might not have been. And the reason I think he's the best beyond all others is this. Guilliman, unlike any other Primarch, failed while he was on his home planet. Or rather, he believes that he failed and had to come to terms with the fact that the world does not revolve around him, that he is not all-powerful, and that with few exceptional circumstances, he and he alone is responsible for his own actions. And like I said, in my eyes, that makes him better than any other Primarch. He watched his father die in his arms, and he held himself accountable for not being able to save him. He had to come to terms with the fact that he was not good enough to prevent this tragedy, and grew as a person because of this. Most of the other Primarchs had no problem getting their way on their home planet, and this made it so that none of them had to come to realize what we all do. That shit can and will go wrong no matter how hard you try, and you just have to accept that in life. Even those that did fail found it easy to blame their failure on an outside source, the Emperor. Angron and Mortarion both resented the Emperor for coming in to save them at the last minute. They found him to be a convenient source to pin all their anger on, rather than look in at themselves. Guilliman never had this. He met...
To be fair, that's difficult for a lot of people to do in general, to just look back and be like, it's not my fault, you know, or like, hey, I could take this moment and learn from it. So it's kind of, I can't explain it in words, but that's very, I guess, like, mature, considering what could have happened and what happened with some of the other ones. It's kind of, like, wholesome in a way. Like, oh yeah, I know it's not this person's fault, and I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna be a better person. It's kind of nice. This is kind of wholesome.
The Emperor years after his father died, and in fact, I firmly believe that this makes Guilliman uniquely situated for being able to carry on the Imperium. Other Primarchs certainly had it worse than him. I mean, Conrad Kurz exited his capsule pod inside a pool of magma for God's sake. But Guilliman is perhaps the only one who early on had to come to terms with the fact that the universe can just shit on you. And thus, I firmly believe that he's not only incorruptible, but will carry on fighting as long as he can without ever succumbing to despair. Before we end the video, how about a do or don't for using Guilliman? I gave Nagash one after all, and I guess technically Gotrek as well, even though it was like a minute long because he's Gotrek goddamn Gurnison.
Oh.
I should state that this will be for 40k and not 30k because I do not care for the Horus Heresy.
Oh.
For lore positives, Guilliman is the man in charge of the Imperium, so if you want the ultimate personification of a commander leading from the front, you can't do any better than him. If you like Space Marines, well, he's the father of about 50% of all the Loyalist chapters in the galaxy, since Ultramarine gene seed is the most commonly used, so it's hard to do better than him in that case. If you like the Imperium being about as close to lawful good as it can be, you'll also want to grab Guilliman. And if you like the idea of your soldiers being led by divinity, you can't do much better than one of God's sons. Also, badass bureaucrats, mostly an oxymoron in the real world, but very much in place here. Also, look at his model. I know GW has had problems with way over designing their models, see the Adeptus Mechanicus, but given that he's both the son of the Emperor and currently the only Loyalist Primarch available, I think it's fine here. Absolutely stunning, and his face isn't too derpy
Pog also comes with helmet. Wait, I think Tetra has this one.
either. For tabletop positives, Guilliman hits like a truck. This is of course to be expected, being a Primarch and all. His ranged weapon can chew through weaker hordes and even lightly armored infantry with ease, and can be good for at least shaving a few wounds off more heavily armored targets. Given that he also wields the Emperor's sword, he's pretty good in melee too. 6 attacks and an AP -4 and causing D3 mortal wounds on an unmodified wound roll of 6, it's gonna put the hurt on most targets. For more armored targets without an invulnerable save, he can also just punch the shit out of them with his massive power fist. While only being AP -3 compared to the sword's AP -4, it doubles his strength rating of 6 rather than only adding 2 like the sword does. He can also take a respectable amount of damage, rocking 9 wounds, a 2-up save, and a 3-up invulnerable save. Just ignore any Tau railguns and you should be fine for a while. Oh, and the first time he dies on a 4+, he comes back with D6 wounds. So you can kill him, and if he rolls well, he can come back almost at full health. That is one impressive middle finger to give your opponent.
Yeah.
Of course, as I've hopefully driven across in this video, he's much more of a planner than a fighter, and that's why you really want him. He has to be your warlord if you pick him, and by doing so, you get an extra 3 command points to dick around with. So even if he somehow gets tabled turn 1, you get some guaranteed benefits out of this man. Now, get ready for all these buffs, because Guilliman hands them out like candy. Any units with the Imperium keyword, not just Space Marines or Ultramarines, but the Imperium as a whole, can add 1 to advance and charge rolls within 12 inches of Guilliman, reroll hit rolls of 1 within 12 inches of Garbanzo Man, and reroll morale tests within 12 inches of Gnome Man. On top of that, Ultramarines core and character units can reroll all hit rolls within 6 inches of him, and reroll wound rolls of 1 within 6 inches of him.
Okay, I'm like kind of absorbing about half this information because it's a lot all at once because I don't understand how to play it, but I think he's strong. I'm thinking so.
as well. Finally, Ultramarines infantry and biker units can heroically intervene within 6 inches of him. He is going to make sure your army is running at peak performance, and it has no choice in the matter. As for the lore downsides of using Guilliman, as the rule of the Imperium, he's not going to be participating in a battle if it isn't a major fight. He's got a galaxy-wide empire to run. He can't throw himself into every skirmish he comes across, so keep that in mind if you're a fan of smaller scale battles. Also, if you don't like Space Marines or Guilliman, you probably don't want to run Guilliman, the father of the Ultramarine Space Marine chapter. That should be obvious, but you never know. And of course, if Matt Ward is still giving you an Ultramarine hate boner after all these years, yeah, you're not gonna like Guilliman. Moving on to his tabletop downsides, there's a couple worth considering. You can't put him in a transport, so he's gonna have to footslog it across the table. At movement 8, this could be worse, but 8 inches isn't exactly breakneck speed, especially if you really want him to be somewhere specific. Also, unless I'm misreading something, I don't think he can deep strike either, so yeah, he's gotta just run it across the field the whole game. Honestly though, the worst thing about him isn't really anything with his stats or abilities, it's his point cost and properly using them. At 300 points, you're going to be hard-pressed to fill out a proper army in smaller games if you include Guilliman. And in larger games, if he goes down, you just lost a massive point investment that was probably also...
How many points are you allowed in a game? Because they're saying like, oh, 300 is a lot of points, and I'm like, yeah, 300 is a lot of points. But like, how many points are you allowed to have in total? Because he buffs people, which obviously you need a large portion of people to buff, like he's saying. So I'm trying to like 2,000. Okay, and what would like 2,000 is standard. What would like a normal unit that he would like I guess like a blueberry would be? Because obviously you want an army to buff. Generally 1,500, 2,000 depending on size. Normal is 2,000. Anywhere from 1 to 2K usually. Okay, so like how much would like a normal non-Primarch unit be? Just like you do 500, 1,000, or 2,000 for a big apocalypse games. Apocalypse mentioned. Okay, all right, and it would be because he's saying he's only moving 8 tiles ahead as well. So I'm sorry, this is like the interesting part where I'm like, actually, players agree to basic generic points values they both aim for. Okay, because the way he's explaining it seems like super. Apocalypse, there you are. It seems like it's a lot of obviously thinking for it, but like because once he's out you lose anywhere from like a fourth of your people, so that's crazy. Costs about as much as the big Imperial Knight mecha. Okay, because it seems super powered, and then it's like, oh, he's a lot of points, so it makes sense. Okay, all right, cool, thanks guys.
A keystone over your army. Additionally, his auras all requiring him to be relatively close to models means that you can't just keep him in the backline all game and farm easy kills. He's got to get to the thick of things sooner or later, and while he's certainly no slouch in combat, other armies have far better beat sticks and for less points. For instance, the Avatar of Kane. Really shouldn't surprise you, that's who I'm bringing out to compare him to. Kaney Boy clocks in at 280 points, 20 points cheaper than Rabute. While Kane doesn't buff his army nearly as well, he can one-shot Titans. If you put Guilliman in a fight with Kane, you are losing 300 points. You need to balance out risk and reward with the Primarch, because while he's tough, he isn't invincible. And it'll be real damn embarrassing if your ultimate victory plan turns to smoke because Guilliman tried to charge across a field at a pair of Chaos Knights unsupported. He's incredibly strong, but you shouldn't use him as a beat stick. He's a general who can hold his own, but at the end of the day, that's probably your best bet for using him, as a general who can hold his own, not as the end-all be-all combat monster. And that just about wraps up my talk and everyone's favorite Grandpa Smurf. I hope you will embrace Guilliman's superiority alongside me now, or at least look at him in a bit of a different light. Thank you, of course, to my channel members. You are the theoretical practical meme to my Rabute Guilliman. Theoretically, you think my content is worth something, and practically, you give me money to help me keep making content. If you'd like to support the channel, feel free to subscribe or become a member. Either way, thank you for watching, and take care out there.
Is there something at the end? People waiting?
Yeah, I know it's an overplayed meme. I don't care. Eldar waifus are now canon. Suck my nuts. Give me more space elf smut.
I'm sorry. What? What
Plan turns to smut.
Hello. We have the unhinged peggers Ed Stinger. Yeah, that was a little bit of unhingedness. Okay. Points and rules change a lot, so the numbers on the screen are different anyway. Okay, they rebalance a lot. Yeah, Lurk's like, hello. that was quirky. Okay, so he's not. Okay, overall viewpoint, whoever stays on the better mouth. That kind of, I was like, oh, that was like a gust of air in my fucking face. I was like whiplashed. Overall view, he's okay. I wouldn't say I'd be like, wow, that's awesome, and let me tell everyone about it. It's just kind of, he's okay. I wouldn't say he's a favorite. Well, I forgot to turn that off. I'll turn that off now. Oh, God. Now that's it. Thank you, guys. But yeah, he's okay. I wouldn't say anything fancy. I gotta go hide that now. It's gonna be on the fagging video. Oh, no. All right, it's gonna hear the sound again.
Oh, because Guilliman tried to...
Okay, that was quirky. For context, a big meme in the community is that Guilliman has an elder wife who is in fact not true, but it's funny. Well, I know they were saying something about like a relationship before, and it was like, not a good idea, Lamau. Okay, so this is, did anyone hear a feline mutant? Yeah, exactly, that was just Warhammer. Okay, so the next video we're watching, this actually just came out yesterday on St. Patrick's Day. And it's really funny because someone, I can't remember who it was, and I'm sorry, someone commented on when I watched the last one and said that a new video is coming out on the 17th. And literally I was like, well, I know what I'm watching because uncanny timing. Remember last time when I watched, this is Barbarian, right? I watched it and it was kind of like, I was just shocked at what happened. So I thought it was like happily ever after. And, yeah, so, this is gonna be, yeah, Lurk, look away. This is gonna be a little quirky. It's gonna be quirky. There's a new one. Yeah, it literally just came out yesterday. So, I have no luck and I must scream. What could be so bad? It can't get any worse, surely, right? New Game Plus begins.
Huh?
A rainbow. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the closed captioning because I don't need to know he's walking magically towards a rainbow, okay?
Oh, nice.
That's been my pot of gold.
Oh, darn.
But I'll let you have it in exchange for your soul.
What does a leprechaun want with a soul? Well, that doesn't work for me.
Tough luck, gobshite.
Then it appears we're at an impasse. How about we settle this over some games of chance?
Go.
Okay, yeah, I should have guessed Leprechaun, St. Patrick's Day. This is, oh, he's gonna, this, 07 Leprechaun.
On.
If I win, you forfeit your gold to those in need.
And when I win?
If you win, you take the gold and my soul, if you're able.
I'll be very able. I accept the...
Does he have 6 fingers? He has 6 fingers. Okay, anyway, this was timed. Might miss some of the fun captions. Oh, I can't read them in time, though. Okay, let's see.
These terms.
100% pure gold dust. Okay, maybe you're right.
Mind.
How about a 1st to 7? Loser chooses each game.
Very well, but I go first.
Okie dokie.
He said calmly. How right did you put your name in the goblet of fire? He said calmly.
I decide to roll this 20-sided die. Oh, and sure I'm feeling generous today. I only win on a 20. Oh, that's too bad, boy. Oh, must be leprechaun luck.
Well played. My turn.
I'm waiting.
First one to sneeze wins.
Well, that's a strange feckin' game. Huh? I didn't even know it worked like that. How fun.
First to get struck by lightning wins.
Huh? That's ridiculous. Why, it's broad daylight outside.
How fortunate.
Oh, very clever.
Wait, did he not win the sneezing one? Because I thought the loser chose the thing. The next game. So he did 2 in a row, or it was just lightning?
But I'm still up by 3.
First to get struck by lightning twice.
Well, that's just statistically impossible. Oh, you little shite. No matter. I'm still winning.
First to get mauled by a pack of wild velociraptors.
Wild velociraptors? At this time of year? Is this part of...
Sounds of getting ripped to shreds by a gang of bleeping velociraptors intensify. Okay. The leprechaun sneezed, so the barbarian lost again. But I thought you said the first to sneeze. Oh, he's... loser chooses each game. The leprechaun is winning them all. Oh, he's winning them all? Oh, because first, okay, I thought it was backwards. I was thinking backwards is my bad. So yeah, he's losing them because it's actually happening because he's getting tortured. Okay, I got it now. I can abuse the luck. Yep, okay. I got it now. I'm sorry, my brain is still loading.
That makes 5.
First to feel a slight boost in confidence wins.
Yeah, you know what? I'm feeling good. I'm up 6-0, just 1 to go.
First to spontaneously have their skin turned inside out, their limbs, eyes, and teeth wither and decay, becoming nothing more than a pitiful slug whose only existence is to wriggle in pain for all eternity. Wins.
Brother, why?
But at least he gets his soul, right? Pog.
Congratulations. Oh, but look at you. Seems you're unable to claim your pride.
Stonks. Okay, I get it now. I get it now. If he's able. Okay, he got him there. He's too smart.
Guess your luck has finally rung out.
Don't you mean run out?
Squirt of lemon.
Squirt of lemon. That was actual. There's more. Wait, is there more? Banger music though. Oh, no, that was it. Okay, well, that was quirky. He has no mouth and he must scream. That's literally the definition of that. That was insane. Okay. I don't know how he comes up with that stuff. He's kind of, it sounds weird to say brilliant, but like, it's kind of unhinged brilliant. Rip that leprechaun? Yeah, 07, not making it. Now you know how to outsmart a leprechaun, chat. Now you know. Yeah, that was an 07. Squirt of lemon? That caught me off guard because I went from like, holy, and it was like, squirt of lemon, and then I was trying to hold back laughter. Do you understand why the captions are necessary? I 100% do. You are so right for that. Thank you for letting me turn them back. Thank you for telling me to turn them back on. Because that was amazing. Okay, the next video we're watching is, okay, memes only boys will understand? I don't even know what that means. So if I ask questions and it's too much, feel free to just be like, you're a no. Just oh, I love these. As a female, I might not get some of these unless maybe like, I don't know, my brothers told me or something. But I have a sneaking suspicion I might not get some of these. Here we go for the fun ride. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Okay, girls when a guy gets hit in the balls.
Girls when a guy gets hit in the balls. That was funny. Boys when a guy gets hit in the balls. He's never gonna have kids.
Okay, I've heard it hurts. But isn't this also correct? I don't know.
Why is she so muscular? Step on me.
Not like, dang, she looks nice. He was one of the boys. I mean, I don't understand the feeling of being kicked in the balls, but I can understand it hurts. Okay, I wouldn't say I wouldn't say the second part. Can vomit and faint from it? Yeah, I heard it's kind of like your stomach feels like it turned inside out. Kind of. We shadow feel it. I mean, the only unexplainable pain I can understand is obviously birthing a child. But yeah, I don't want to get into that argument. So, but yeah, see, I see this and I think, dang, I want to be that fit. Dang, girl. Goals.
One's down bad. Am I right? It's me. I'm down bad. It's me.
Someone get the water bottle. If you happen to see someone else, you get a twinge of pain. Oh, yeah, that sucks.
Nobody. Boys on December 1st. I touch myself.
What? Wait a minute. Okay, I understand that one. I yeah, I get that one. It took a minute. I was like, why specifically December? No, I got it. I got it now. November's over. Because of No Shave November, right?
Boys, if a girl likes a boy, she should just tell him. Yeah, girls shouldn't expect boys to take a hint and make a move. Also, boys, I like you. What? Why? Is this a prank?
To be fair, I am also this dumb. Because I would be like, Lamal, good one. But, okay.
Are you sure? It's system error.
Sure?
School picnic exists. The bus. Girls. Boys.
Nah, I would sing songs and join in. I was hit or miss. Either I was quiet or if we're singing songs, I join in. What if it's what if it's a prank though? See, what if it's a prank? I can understand some of these are a little like juvenile. I understand too.
Only boys will get it. 7 p.m. 7 a.m.
Okay, I don't get that one. Is that a Minecraft thing? I don't get that one. Married with kids and that was still a prank? Yeah, same. Are you sure you still like me, Lamau? As my anniversary is today, you know, be like, are you sure, Tetra? Question mark? Yeah, I don't get that one. Someone has asked about it as a prank. It's mean. No, it is 100% mean. But it's kind of like, you sure? Huh? From a wolf picture?
Boys. Only boys will get it. 7 p.m. 7 a.m.
I still don't get it. The tail?
7 p.m. 7.
Oh. The tail. I would not have gotten that. I'm sorry. Okay. Alright. The wolf's tail. Okay.
a.m. Men in the gym.
Okay.
I don't do this exercise. Spreading your legs looks totally feminine. Also, men basically everywhere in public. Hypocrites!
Okay, I do see this a lot, though. I do see this a lot.
6-year-old me. The biggest pumpkin I can find.
Okay.
My mom's saying that I can have any pumpkin I can carry.
Okay, but, like, that also reminds me, like, if you ever go grocery shopping and you have a lot of groceries in, like, the plastic bags and everything, right? And you you should carry it in more than one trip, but you have to carry it in one. Because, like, even though your arms feel like it's losing circulation and the bags are ripping into your skin and it hurts and you're like, oh my god, why would I do this? You have to get it all in one trip. If you said any pumpkin I wanted. Okay, but, like, I would also do that. Especially more so it was food. Like, if it's like, oh, you can have as much food as you can carry, I'd be like, I'm carrying everything. You know what I mean? Why wouldn't I pick the big one? Exactly. See, it's just stongs.
How women pick a shampoo? Effectiveness, brand, aroma, effect on hair, ingredients, bottle color, quality, design, friends' advice, internet review, amount, popular.
I picked my shampoo because we went to originally I just picked one that smelled good. And then we went to a hotel in Japan and it was really, really nice. And now I picked that one because it also smells good. Stongs!
Clarity. How men pick shampoo? Yes, the shampoo here is made out of shampoo.
Okay, the only thing that's different, I use conditioner as well because I have really dry, like, because the most I do is I wash my hair and dry it sometimes. So, like, I just have shampoo and conditioner. But it's nice, shampoo and conditioner. Yeah, Tetra knows more about it than me. I'm gonna be real. I don't know. Maybe it's a 27. Okay, I use a bar of soap, and then I have conditioner, and I have shampoo. And that's the extent of my washing hair. I have used 2-in-1 shampoo before, but I prefer separate shampoo and separate conditioner. Only because, I don't even know what conditioner does. It, like, hydrates your hair a bit more. Only because my hair is, like, not so great, especially, like, towards the end, because, like, that ends. and I don't cut it that often, so it just kind of like rejuvenates it a little bit. Have men pick deodorant, advert, man is surrounded by women, men, that one. Mine, I pick one that works. Works and smells good. I like smelling good, surprisingly.
Girls, he must be cheating on me with his female bestie. Meanwhile, boys with their female bestie.
Okay, that looks like it hurts, first of all. Okay.
Female barber, laughing and talking with the customer. Me with my barber. Honestly, depending on my mood, I kind of prefer this. Nobody. Absolutely nobody. Boys in a sleepover. We shall summon the Reese Puff.
What? You don't do funky little, you know, demonic summonings during sleepovers? That's crazy. I have long hair, so should probably get conditioner. Yeah, conditioner especially works for like the end of your hair. Not so much, you don't really use it like for the scalp. But I don't really 100% know. I'm not like a hair expert, but that's what I use it for. Shampoo is a body wash, face wash, hair wash, foot wash, dishwash. The dishwash caught me off guard, Strider. Sleepover guide is something to fill the time. You don't just yap and, I don't know, play video games and stuff. I used to play video games. My friend helped me with the Kingdom Hearts on the, God, was it 3DS? The whatever Kingdom Hearts game had the card things. She helped me with that.
Men be like, I'm fine. Also men. Guys, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say he's not fine.
Okay, this is my current state only because of a newborn though.
Me thinking I shook enough. The last drop of pee. My boxers.
I'm not gonna comment on that, okay.
Society. Men should talk about their feelings more. Men share their feelings. Other men. Woman. Dang, I kinda don't care.
Okay, if a woman says that, then she's a terrible human being. I'm sorry. That's kind of messed up. At least I think so. I think a good crying it out just helps sometimes. Sometimes you just got as a giant crybaby, crying it out just helps sometimes. I don't know how to help you, so I will like gently pat your head and be like, there, buddy. But like, come on.
There are 4 types of guys. Wait, but there's only 3 here. Is one of them trans or something? Or no, maybe it's me.
What?
Why guys trim their pube? Girls.
That was too much information.
Isn't it strange how we live longer than men? Yeah, it's weird. Boys. How many shirts will stop a bullet?
I was gonna say I'm mega stressed out. I'm not making it too long, but like, the guy who isn't there, I don't get that one.
Maybe the gunfire won't kill you, but the heat stroke will.
Jeez. I did a thing is actually insane though. That guy's crazy. Mad respect, but he's crazy.
You shave your junk for the second date and she cancels.
I didn't need to know that either.
Some of you have never been hit in the face by one of these balls and it shows.
Wait, gym class sucked, man. Heard this somewhere to suck with me. Men only get flowers at our funerals. Yeah, I've heard that too. It kind of sucks.
Why my hand is in my pocket.
My hand would be in my pocket if I fucking had pockets on my pants.
Something in there. My hands are cold. I need to adjust.
Never mind.
A guy's right pocket. A guy's left pocket.
Okay. I am jealous you all have pockets. I'm gonna be real. If I had to be jealous of one thing, they don't put pockets on women's things. I have them on like 3 pairs of leggings. Other than that, it is very difficult to find a nice pair of pants with decent sized pockets. I'm just saying, I know we have purses, it's not the same. I want to put my phone in my pocket because it's easy access instead of zipping my bag and unzipping my bag and then digging through my bag because I have my glasses in there, my makeup purse, my fucking keys, my wallet. It's too much. It's too much. I got pockets on top of pockets. I'm a little jealous. I bet man's joggers just for pants. I might steal that idea. Thank you.
Me and the boys planning our sleepover. Me and the boys after Mom says no.
Oh. I mean, I'd be upset if I got no anyway, but they really don't. My ex used to steal my work pants for work because it gave her actual pockets. Yeah, they don't have actual fucking pockets. It's terrible. Collusion with the purse industry to force women to continue buying handbags by denying their alternative storage options. Okay, like, it's good in a sense because in my bag, I don't know how to explain it. I put everything in my bag. Anything that I could or might need is in my bag, right? I have, like, makeup remover in case I need it. My glasses are in there. My wallet's in there. Because I can't put glasses in my pockets. And sometimes I just don't feel like wearing my glasses. So I gotta put them away. And I gotta put them back in the glasses case. Because you can't put your glasses in your pockets because then they'll get crushed. So, like, imagine MJ at 9 years old standing behind an umpire and getting hit square in the temple by a stray baseball. I've been hit several times in gym class by basketball, soccer ball. My head's just a magnet sometimes. Like a man zombie survival bat. Yeah. Yeah, like, I used to keep, like, a set of chopsticks in there in case I ever needed it. I used to keep, like, a box of tissues, like, a little, like, thing. That, I use them, I think. I have, like, a rag in case I sweat from Japan. So I have just, like, a bunch of stuff in there. I have Band-Aids. I have dental floss. What else do I have? I have hair scrunchies. I have different colored pens. I have pencils. I have a rubber band. Girl, that's too much. What if I need it? What, you know how many times people are like, oh man, I can't open this thing. I need a rubber band. I'm like, whoosh. Or they're like, oh no, I scratched myself. I have an open wound. I'm like, whoosh. You were just uncoordinated. Yeah, I'm just really clumsy. It's bad.
I'm a grown man. I'm a big adult.
Yeah.
I can do this.
Yeah.
I've grown up. I've got my own life now.
Oh.
I know that. I just wanted to be a part of it.
Bro, that part in Goofy, oh, yeah, that got me. No, BB gets her own entire backpack of diapers and wipes and clothes and, oh, God.
Girls after having a fight never talks and is a jerk about it. Boys after having a fight, that was a pretty good fight, huh?
Depends on the fight. I could go both ways. It depends on the fight. There's times where I'm like, I don't want to talk about it, leave me alone. There's times where I'm like, I was really angry.
Home Depot. It'll cost an extra $150 for delivery. Me? Nah. Just praying there's no cops on the way home.
Okay, that's only because I'm cheap. But this is a hazard, so I wouldn't do this.
Her. Sorry, I'm not into bald guys. Me. Girls.
Sorry.
Getting hit in the balls can't be that bad.
Again, I don't know.
Every guy after being hit in the balls. I knew I should have wore a cup today. Dads watching their son talking to a girl. Dads watching their daughter talking to a boy. Shame.
Okay, I've heard that one before too.
Schrodinger's urinal. There are either 3 or 2 urinals, but we won't know until someone starts peeing. Oh man, well this—
Okay, this is gonna sound stupid, but I actually saw a quiz that, I don't know if it was on Twitter or I saw someone take it, of using the correct urinal, so you're not, like, in the way of someone, and I did pretty well, I'm not gonna lie. But it's only because I'm socially awkward, and, like, if I don't want anyone near me, like, even the same thing with stalls, like, it's if there's 4 stalls for a bathroom, right, and someone's in the second one, you go in the 4th one, right? It's just like you don't want to be right next to someone. It's the same way. It's the same way with the stalls, in my opinion.
Let's be on the test.
And those are quote-unquote closed doors, so.
Men are complicated. Just kidding, here's the language of men. Up nod equals what's up. Down nod equals you have my respect. Right nod equals I need to talk to you about something. Left nod equals yo check.
Okay, I know about the up nod. I learned about that from a friend because I saw them do that one time. They went like that, and I was like, you know that guy? And he's like, no. And I was like, why'd you do that? And they're like, it's just a thing. And I was like, what? So I learned that way. I learned that one. The other one's not sure. Okay, now I know. Now I'm learning.
This out. Men only have 4 moods.
Okay, I do too though. It's tired, hungry, happy, Tired, hungry, happy. Those are my main ones.
Acting like a gangster.
Not that one.
Partying with the boys. Horny.
No.
Pain.
Are you guys okay?
Girl, I always go for dangerous guys. I guess I'm into
EP, yeah, EP and tired.
bad boys. Me.
I live life on the edge.
That's like one of my worst fears, by the way. I would always make sure my shoelaces were tucked into my shoe because I was terrified.
How long my shampoo lasts? 3 weeks. 2 months.
Okay, but like okay. This is not, it's because I'm cheap. Again, when it starts to get really low and you kind of can't get the rest of it, you tend to use less. And then do you guys mix it with water? Because I also do that. I'm like, oh, I'll just mix it with water, or I turn upside down. So then I have to get everything out of it. That's because we didn't have a lot of money and I had to make it last. Yeah, you refill it with water. I do that with the soap too. Oh no. One possible explanation for up nods, it shows your neck, so it's like saying I'm not hostile. Oh, I never thought about it that way. But yeah, from like a primal point of view. Same with dish. Yeah, exactly. Same with shampoo, conditioner, liquid soap, dish soap, any type of soap. You just add some water and it lasts longer. Exactly.
Nobody. Boys after they, you know. I don't want to be horny anymore. I just want to be happy.
Okay.
Girls after meeting a nice stranger.
You're so nice. What's your Insta? Aw, thank you. It's...
Boys after meeting a nice stranger. I have quite enjoyed talking to you, but now we shall part ways till the fate may reunite us once again. Farewell.
Okay, this is because I'm antisocial. I don't ask nobody for anything.
Mom, please try and keep the water in the tub.
Boys.
Okay, I just don't want to mess.
Girls.
Guys.
Me the night before. Please, God, let me get with my crush. God the next day.
Good, now they gotta get together.
Crush, wanna come over to my house? Me.
Nah, I gotta study for a Spanish test. Dude,
Okay, I would also be this stupid, to be fair. I don't know if you guys have been there, but I'm sure Tetra has told the story before. When we first started dating, I didn't know it was a date because I'm just stupid. This is the only time I'll actually say I'm or oblivious, okay?
literally gave you a slam dunk. Are you kidding? Girls
I'm just stupid.
after being called pretty for the 10th time in a day. Boys remembering that one time someone called them handsome years ago and it's not their mom.
Okay, that's valid.
Boys after using 50-cent Walmart Zero Nutrition shampoo. Works like a charm.
God, I wish.
There are two types of men. Volume on or volume off.
What? Drugs and women don't approach me, so I can't be stupid? Oh, man. Girl literally invited me to use her body as a towel for swimming together. Didn't want to inconvenience her. That would literally be me. I just don't understand relationship cues, okay? I'm just stupid. Been called handsome one. All right, Chad, this one's for you. You're looking mad handsome today. You're welcome. You look amazing today, Chad. Treat yourself to a funky little treat. You deserve it.
Girls sleepovers.
Oh my gosh, did you hear about Amy's boyfriend?
Boys sleepovers.
Okay, when I did, this is crazy, first of all. When I did sleepovers, I did one of two things. We would yap about things, or two, I would play video games. Another time, I just thought about it, I literally went to a friend's place, and all we did was play Pokemon for like 7 hours. That's literally all I did. She was like, oh, bring over Pokemon, we could trade Pokemon and play, and I was like, okay. And that's literally all we did. That's literally all we did. Oh, ouch. Yeah, that's, yeah. Pissing the water's loud as hell? Okay, I didn't know that one.
80s guys. 2022 guys.
Nice.
Men really think it's normal to live like this.
Yeah, it's fine. I've seen complaints about us online too. It's fine. Bonus points for the beer. I'm just saying. I would want the TV a little high up because like straining my neck would suck and I need glasses. But other than that, you just get a nice box and boom. My house soon. Poggers. Also, I have to preface, I grew up with 2 brothers up until like my younger sister came along. So like a lot of these things I kind of learned from them.
Excuse me, what's wrong here?
It just needs a TV on something. That's my only complaint. And then eventually you can add like anime posters in the background. And then you're totally set.
Now that's a minimalist. Me trying to stop my friends from making weird Shrek sounds whenever my mom calls me.
Oh. Yeah, I've never had that problem.
Men stopping everything that they're doing to watch a helicopter that's flying by.
I just wanted to stare at the helicopter because it was loud as you couldn't talk.
Could be me one day. Boys calculating every word they say when talking to a girl. All that studying and they still get no results. Guys when they're pissed isn't getting the crap stains off the toilet. More power!
Okay, that one's nasty. Okay. The bedsheet on the floor and some lights. I mean, that's fair. It's just admitless, I'm just broke. Had friends yelling, put the beer down, lurk if mom. Well, see, my mom was terrifying. So if I would tell, if I had to make a phone call, I would say ahead of time, because I've heard those type of stories before. I'd be like, if you say anything, my mom will never let me see you again. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, my mom was scary. Living in a military base, and sometimes I see F-35s. I don't know what that is, but anything that's in the sky, I'm like, whoa, look. Yes, we're getting rid of the stains at a perfect target. Yeah, but like, thinking of it just sounds gross.
When you fart in a very public place. When you fart with a group of friends. Woman with 100 compliments but 1 insult.
Angry. Yes.
Men with 100 insults but 1 compliment.
Okay, that's true.
That's me when I read the comment section every day. That's right, I read what you say.
Oh.
Girls checking out guys.
Hold on, my phone just closed VTube Studio, so I won't be moving for a second.
Guys checking out girls. Well,
I don't check out people because I don't wear my glasses, so I can't see. Joke's on you.
that's certainly more direct. Girls' pockets.
Oh my god, here we go.
Guys' pockets.
This makes me so angry every time. This makes me so angry every time.
Girls' handbags.
Okay, hold up.
Guys.
This is literally mine, by the way, with everything in it. This is so real.
Cargo pants.
Fair.
Guys, would you give an average-looking girl a chance if she were to approach you first and make the first move? A guy would talk to a tree if it approached him first. Never before have I been so offended by something I 100% agree with.
How could you say something so bold yet so true?
Men discussing basically everything. Men discussing booty versus booba.
Why not both?
How to turn on a guy. How to turn on a girl.
I'm stupid. I thought it was like you turn on a light switch. You turn on the lights. Okay, I'm sorry.
I need a manual for that crap, I swear. Person, are you okay? Me. No worries. Look, man, if you know, you know. My balls. Hot shower. Cold shower.
Okay, a lot of the balls ones, okay.
How women think guys rate boobs. How guys actually rate boobs.
All good. Oh. Wait.
Me and the boys when we find a hole.
I thought it was gonna just be like a constant positive, but I.
Girls in front of the mirror.
Lies, I hate mirrors.
Boys in front of the mirror. You talking
I was expecting 2 large rises. That would have been funnier. Oh, it was so funny.
to me? Guys literally only want one thing, and it's freaking disgusting. Hippo wagon.
Besides the fact that hippos scare me, okay, real.
All guys need this. The toilet. My dude. My pee in the morning.
That's an 07.
When your mate wants to log off for the night. We're done when I say we're done. Boys when they learn how to draw a woman. No more searching for material.
I'm sorry, what?
Good guys car in the movies. Bad guys car in the movies. Oh man, now I want to be a bad guy. Video games appeal to the male fantasy. The male fantasy.
Okay, I was expecting Nikkei, but like Lamau. Okay, based.
My left arm successfully getting me off. My right arm.
If you're hippos, the way I would want a hippo wagon. Yeah, exactly.
After all, why
Uh-oh.
not? Why shouldn't I keep it?
No, don't shave the mustache.
Girls, it's been 3 weeks. He must have moved on and forgotten about me. Boys, after 2,000 years. I remember that night. I remember every night. Girls, why can't boys understand our signals? They're signals. Yes. No. Hey, wait a minute.
To be fair, real.
Morning wood.
Okay, this one
Sunrise meats. Men be like, where's the ketchup?
Okay, to be fair though, this is the funniest thing because I've actually experienced this. Where you move it like 2 centimeters to the left and they can't find it. It's hilarious.
Men also be like, sniper in that building 400 yards out past the trees.
Also real.
Gotta love selective
Sunrise
awareness.
meats. That was something. That was some of them I kind of already knew because growing up with brothers, it just kind of, you know, and like their friends are over, it just kind of happens. What catch up? Exactly. That's exactly what happens. Hold on, I'm just gonna minimize it. So yeah, because I grew up with 2 brothers, an older brother and a younger brother. So and I have quite the age gap between me and my sister. So yeah, I kind of picked up on those things. But the sniper was so obvious, I'd like to catch up. It was just right there in front of you. Okay, and we're gonna end up, the last one we're gonna watch is Outdoor Boys. Hold on, let's see. Okay, I love a good relaxing with the Outdoor Boys. This is great. This is great. This is, dugout shelter under 10 feet or 3 meters of snow. Solo camping and survival shelter during snowstorm. Okay, this is good. Also, on the last video I watched, a lot of people said he had, like, a giant area, and that's why he was able to build on it, because I know I was asking about that before. Outdoor Boys. I love a good Outdoor Boys. This is great. Just kind of get your little cup of coffee ready and just like, it's so nice. Okay, and then we're gonna get hungry. He's gonna make food that seems really simple, but it's gonna look so good, and then whatever he makes, that's how I'm gonna decide my dinner. Because, like, there's times where it's like, oh, I made fresh bread, and then I'm like, Tetra, I require fresh bread with honey butter, please. So she's gonna single-handedly determine our dinner tonight. Oh, I did the wrong button. Okay, here we go. Woo! Oh, that's a lot of snow. Oh, man. This is like a childhood dream. I'm gonna keep it real. Oh. Oh, this is so cool. Ooh, okay, did he have curry? Yeah! Yeah, snow cave. This is like a childhood dream. I never had that much snow though, so we had to like build up the igloo type thing. Dang, okay, look at that leg workout though. Sheesh. he wearing snowshoes? Legs are killing, so I'm alive in bed. Have fun here. Take it easy, Alice. That's how much snow he's walking on top of? Okay, dumb question. How come he doesn't sink all the way in? Is it just not heavy enough to come, like, go through all the snow? He's not wearing gloves. Oh, okay, now he's wearing gloves. Oh. That's a lot of snow. That was your winter? That's crazy. Snow. Oh, because snowshoes. Oh. Wait, but now he's taking them off, so he's gonna sink down a little bit? Snowshoes spread the force over a large enough area. Oh, okay, okay. That's like when you're on ice, they say to, like, lay down instead of standing. So it spreads. Okay, so now he's sinking a little bit. That's, okay, but this would give me, watching this gives me back problems already. Snowshoes widen your weight dispersion. Oh, okay, that's really cool. I didn't know that. I've never had snow that bad, so I've never really needed it, but that's good to know. Man, this looks so exciting. But yeah, that's my winter. Yeah, no, we have not gotten nearly as much snow as this. Happy 3 months, Biotech. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's been 3 months on YouTube already. Crazy. Why tank is less likely to sink into mud over car, even though it weighs easily 20 times as much or more. Huh. Yeah, science. My back hurts too watching old. Yeah. I don't have the strength for this. That's a lot. Oh. Oh, we found the ground. Let's go. How tall is he? Probably at least 6 feet. Nice. Packed on the snow before he took the snowshoes off. Oh, that's probably smart, yeah. That's why New York City isn't really part of New York. Dang. Our 07. Where I live isn't real. Man, if I could do this as a kid, oh, and then you would have a nice cup of hot chocolate when you got back inside. Oh, this is literally the childhood dream. Oh, and then you would, like, sleep, like, the best night of sleep you've ever had in your life, and just wake up with everything hurting. Oh, that's the dream. And then your parents were happy because everyone was just exhausted. And then everyone's happy. Ooh, what you got today? Salami, okay, pog. On bread and cheese. Okay, alright. Yeah, gotta get that energy up. It's fun. Yeah, I can see this being a lot of fun. As an adult, I would probably, like, pull something in my back and, like, be exhausted. But as a kid, this is, like, literally the dream. Literally the dream. I would spend the entire day trying to get this out just to sit in it for 2 minutes. And then go inside, have a cup of hot cocoa, watch some cartoons. Yeah. I mean, that's still kind of the dream now, just minus all the labor. Snow fort, nah, snow bunker. It's so cool. Oh, it snowed back on him, Sedge. You literally have to lift it out. I like how he's cutting it in, like, squares, cubes. The dream for you was miserable for me. I'm sorry. See, but, like, if we had a snow day, I'd be like, yeah, let's make, like, a snow fort. Camping with BB one day. I don't think we'll ever get this much snow. But that would be amazing. Then I need like a week to recover. Or I need someone to, like, build it for me. Oh. Would he hear something so it was gonna collapse? That's another fear. It wouldn't collapse, would it? Could be fun if you don't have heavy machinery. Yeah. Did the Terrible's cave in the second there was enough to become trapped? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I hate when it does that. As I cut away the sides, every so often the snow will settle and just go whoop. It's a nice little noise and scares the bejeebies out of me.
I was just gonna say, it kind of seems like it would collapse, and that's terrifying. But it would, like, kind of freeze if it's cold enough, so I'm not sure. It could collapse, yeah, that's the only scary part. And the snow is super heavy, you have to shovel every 2 hours. Yeah, that sucks. Was he making a bed? Well, I don't know. I thought he was just making more space. Maybe he is? People can get trapped in their homes because they don't have anyone to shovel their doors. Yeah, no, that sucks. That part's not fun. But, like, just for a day. If this was, like, all the snow for a day and then it melted the next day, that's, like, perfect. But I know that's not possible. Unless it was, like, really, really warm, and then you'd have, like, flooding problems, I'm sure, too. How do you make it compact? Like, you could spray water, but then the water would be frozen, so I don't know. Oh, more. Does he have honey? Oh, that looks so good. I once tried to drive around with my plow and clear out old people's driveways and doorways. Aww. That's sweet. See, I wish I could do that. I just don't have the ability. I would do that for, like, neighbors and stuff if they really needed it, though. Make a whole pathway? Oh, no, he just walked out. Okay. Did he make a bed or just, like, a storage area? He still has to bend his neck. Okay, it is his sleeping area. Okay. Oh, interesting. Huh. It kind of looks cozy for being, you know. Oh, see, that's another part. All his pants is wet just from the snow and stuff. That's the other annoying part. Can't sleep on the ground because it'd be way too cold. Yeah. He's getting more space. What a chill place to sleep. I see what you did there. The idea is that exposed surface becomes sturdy. I would hope so. See, but then, like, his clothes is... Like, how do you change clothes? In the past 4 months, every stream, I think I tell everyone how much I hate snow. But see, like, you have a reason to, so that makes sense. How about this? In deep north regions, they make spaces like these stay out of the wind. Ooh, that's smart. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, because the wind would be brutal. Okay, now he's cooking. What you making? Tell us your secrets. What am I having for dinner? Okay, melting. Ooh, probably hot chocolate or tea. Now I want hot chocolate. Got a little coat rack, cute, so it can dry. Okay. Oh, I can sit on it.
This is a pretty cozy little shelter.
Pretty cozy. Get changes in sleeping bag, but then everything's wet. Oh, see, that would be annoying for me. I don't like wet clothes.
I'll tell you what, that is a beautiful view.
Same. Literally stole the words out of my mouth. Gorgeous view. When you're sleeping outside, you don't change your clothes. You don't?
I've got room to sit down, cook, sleep. This is perfect. And it only took me 4 hours to make this thing, which is a lot less time than some of my other snow shelters.
Only 4 hours is still crazy work. He explains the reason in a different video. I'm gonna watch all of them eventually. I love these videos. It's so cool. It's so cozy. I just get to, like, yap and talk about stuff. It's like so nice. Okay, onions. Got some onions. Chicken. Chicken and onions. Okay. I think that's chicken. Mango curry. Oh, he's making a curry.
Oh, this smells so good.
Can't have curry. Ted doesn't like curry. That looks delicious, though. Oh, I made rice. Oh, I would love a katsu curry right now. Oh, that must be so good. All right, so no curry for dinner, but he's just heating up the bread. Flip it.
A beautiful chicken mango curry.
I don't know about the mango. But I would love a katsu curry right now. Sounds amazing. Oh, yeah, me. Oh, feral.
Oh, that was good.
Oh. So he does that to, like, clean the water a little bit? Oh, he's just cleaning the water. Okay. So it was 90% air. I got absolutely feral. Yeah. Katsu curry sounds so good right now. Oh. For a Japanese curry to Indian one, both are yum. No, yeah, no, I'm the same way. I'll eat every type of curry, but Japanese curry is so good. Oh, now he's making hot cocoa. Oh, I really want hot cocoa. Oh. Oh, cookie. Oh, chocolate chip cookie. Make Japanese curry at home, but breading is delicious. Tedious. And make kimono beef curry udon it is. Oh, katsu curry is my favorite.
Check for leaks and put the hot water bottle in my sleeping bag.
Oh.
Get all nice and toasty. I'll tell you what, this is just one of the best snow shelters I've ever made. There's a couple key features that are really important to keeping you warm. First off, you don't want your sleeping area to be the lowest point in the shelter. The cold air tends to collect at the bottom. Another thing is you want to make sure your snow shelter has lots of corners. You don't want to allow the wind to blow straight into your snow shelter. Additionally, when you do have a corner, make a little extra room so when the wind comes down, it goes past the door instead of being funneled into the door.
Okay.
Likewise, on this end, I've got 2 entrances so that if the wind blows crosswise, the wind continues through the shelter instead of getting funneled down into the shelter. But I'm going to get a chance to really test this shelter out. It's supposed to be a pretty good snowstorm tonight. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's got
Looks
some
like
on
I
his
had some
face.
soot on my face. The snow here is really soft. Hopefully it'll freeze really good tonight. Then my stairs won't fall apart. The type and quality of the snow really affects how much energy it takes to build one of these shelters. This was really easy stuff to work with, so things went really fast. I moved a lot of snow in just 4 hours. The inside of this shelter is about 5 feet wide, and the roof is a little bit over 6 feet tall. So the very back of the shelter to the mouth is 11 feet. I had to move about 230 cubic feet of snow to excavate this part of the shelter. So at the bottom of the entrance to the top of the snow berm, it's a little over 10 feet deep. But the original surface of the snow was about 8.5 feet deep. The distance from here at the top of the stairs to the back of that wall is about 17 feet. Plus there's this little bit I excavated right here. So my rough estimate is that I had to move about 423 cubic feet of snow to build this shelter. A little over 15.5 cubic yards. That's the max capacity of a commercial dump truck. I earned my hot chocolate tonight.
Yeah, you did. I'd be a little worried about getting snowed in. I mean, how much air to get through packed snow like that? Probably not much.
Well, it's getting late and it's getting cold. Got some peanuts for a bedtime snack.
Oh, he had an extra layer on. Oh. And then he puts plastic on his feet. Okay.
Well, it's getting late, so I'm going to go ahead and eat some peanuts and listen to an audiobook and go to bed. But tomorrow I'm going to do something interesting. I'm going to see what it takes to make this tunnel collapse. I know a lot of people have wondered whether or not these snow caves will fall down on you. And honestly, I don't know. We'll test that out tomorrow.
Huh. Okay, interesting.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, I'm nice and warm. I gotta get up and make some breakfast.
What's for breakfast?
Oh, look at this. Got a lot of snow last night.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, that's got to be at least a foot. Consequently, the roof is sagged a little bit. It's about an inch or two shorter. I'm having to hunch over a lot more than I did last night. Snow caves will actually do that. They'll sag quite a bit over time. If you're going to use them for more than one day, often you have to re-dig out the roof. If you're a bit claustrophobic, it can make it hard to sleep at night knowing that the roof is slowly sagging over your face. All right, let's see if I get my pants on. Oh, my pants are frozen.
The recent explanation is off the top of my head, but some of the snow for the structure is melted by the heat and then refreezes from the cold and acts like more. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking, but I'd be so afraid it would melt too much. Oh, what's that? Raisins?
Steel-cut oatmeal and sliced Spam for breakfast.
Oh. Okay, oatmeal and raisins, that's good. I don't know if I'd put Spam in it, but I guess that's separate.
All right.
The steel-cut oatmeal's so good. Got some butter in there, brown sugar, raisins, a little hot Spam to go with it.
I could do without the Spam. But oatmeal's good.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
like
gonna
Spam.
clean this place up, and then we're gonna go explore outside. We got a lot of snow out there.
He's gotta inflate it. Oh, that's annoying.
All right, let's go see what it's like outside.
Low spin, but not with sweet oatmeal. That's fair. I think he was just trying to get some kind of
proper little
protein.
snowstorm up here. It is really snowing.
Another problem is because there's like no visibility, I would get so lost over here.
All of this fresh snow is going to make the avalanche danger go through the roof. Luckily, we're not in any avalanche zones, so we'll be okay. Above the ceiling right here, the snow's pretty thick, but yesterday I could see light shining through in that corner of the cave, which means there's less than 2 feet of snow between the ceiling and the surface of the snow.
Oh.
You can kind of see what I mean right here. There's this blue color. That's light shining through the snow right here. You can see that's about 2 feet of snow. So I'm really curious to see whether this roof can stand up to 200 pounds of me jumping up and down on it.
Interesting. I guess he was only saying it for the night? Oh, that's neat, yeah. Just cook Korean food, so Spam is kind of needed for it. Oh, I mean, that's fair. I just don't like Spam that much. Found a can of Spam in last house, and I remember buying it.
I couldn't feel any move.
I opened it and saw a green spot inside, and I just cut around the... Oh, no, that's gross. Okay, well, it seems like the shelter stood up. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it looks perfectly fine from here. Well, this one hasn't collapsed yet, but all snow caves collapse eventually. All right, I think it's time to get out of here.
Huh. Snow is heavy enough you get wet and everyone get lost? Yeah, I just feel like I get...
look how deep this snow is.
Ooh, lost
Even with
in
my
general.
snowshoes, it's going up to my kneecap. It's probably 2.5 feet of fresh snow since yesterday.
Dang.
I got a sneaky suspicion that my car might be very stuck when I find it.
That's the other problem. What if you couldn't find your car? Oh, that's not that bad.
I think I got some digging to do.
Oh, man. Oof. Gotta be careful with that. Everything's frozen. How are you gonna get out of that?
Yeah, we got a good solid 2 feet of snow. I've got about 100 yards of unplowed road to go. It's gonna be tricky.
Oh man, but Spam's good for like 10 years. I don't know.
We've got absolutely no visibility.
Yeah.
Don't need visibility unless we can drive somewhere.
Snow tires. You were deathly sick for 4 days. Yeah, that's why you gotta be really careful with stuff. He needs like a plow in the front because now he's gonna be stuck.
Hey, not bad. I got like 75 feet with that.
Okay.
Let's dig it out and try it again.
I hope you have enough gasoline for that. Sheesh. Nope. Oh my god. Come on, no. Oh, okay, went backwards. Okay. He's trying to see, so he has the door open on the
I'm gonna
side.
take my snowshoes and beat a path to the plowed road.
Dang.
Oh, that's a long way to go.
It's not all-wheel drive? I don't know. I guess not. You would think so in like Alaska, but... Oof. Stuck again. So I don't want to live in
giving it a bunch of
heavy snow areas. No, this is terrifying.
throttle and it just popped on me and I kind of smelled this burning smell. And now only 2 of the wheels are spinning. I think I boogered up the all-wheel drive.
Okay, so he was using all-wheel drive, but now it's broken.
Got a gentleman in a big 4x4 pickup who might be able to help get me out. That's pretty sick.
Aw.
Oh,
Probably his
I'm
four-wheel
about to go
drive.
for
Yeah.
a ride. Oh, we're doing it.
Aw, thank goodness he had someone to help him out. That would have been terrible.
All right, thank you. Yep, thank you. Hey, you too. That pickup truck was a monster. If it wasn't for that, I would have been here for a long time.
I was gonna say that's terrible.
It is nasty.
Yeah, I'd be so terrified being stuck in a snowstorm. So like I would never like he's bold.
I'm so glad you're home and safe. I was worried about you.
Same, girly.
The car, it's smoking.
Yeah.
The car looks cleaner.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Old Betsy done good. Well, guys, I made it back safe and sound, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more outdoor adventures from the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel, make sure to click subscribe. We put out new videos every Saturday morning. And check out our playlists, including our winter camping playlist and our camping and adventure playlist. All right, guys, see you next Saturday. If you like this video, don't forget to check out the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel where we have hundreds of videos just like this. And don't forget to click subscribe so you can see other great videos every Saturday morning. And hit that bell button and you'll get notified.
I mean, I know he stopped making them, but dang. The environment people know that any all help is great. Yeah, well, like, considering he had to, like, slowly do it bit by bit and then his wheels went out, oof. Pull an average of 20 stuck vehicles a month, that's crazy. Being fish, I mean, I love Outdoor Boys. It's great. It's literally great. It's always a good time. It's always a good time. Ugh, okay, and with that, we can move on to over here. Oh, move on over here. That was good. That was cozy. I love Outdoor Boys. There's a part of me that's like, wow, I'm really glad I was able to find them eventually because, like, I would have never watched. That's, like, something I, like, listen to in the background. It's actually amazing. Actually great. But, that is it for today. I'm gonna go spend time with, my wife. It is my anniversary, so I think that's kind of important. Thank you all for being so patient. I'm sorry I started so late today. Kind of funky things happening. I have to figure out what to do about this monitor now. Appreciate you all hanging out with me. I will be on Twitch tomorrow. I think we're gonna play Resident Evil, maybe. Otherwise, we'll play Monster Hunter Stories. New York people don't help other people. No, they do not. Congrats on anniversary. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna go spend time with BB and with Tetra. And we're gonna have a good rest of the night because we had a rough morning. But thank you all again. I hope you have a great rest of your day as well. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye, chat. Bye. Bye.